Howdy y'all, this is Texas Gaming Industries here, and welcome back to another episode of my Let's Play of Now Boarding. In the previous episode, we continued to expand our operations, as well as getting more money, and suffering nearly a complete reset of a month. Thankfully though, we were able to get through that one without any issues, but we still have a long ways to go before we're done with the UK region. But in this episode, we're going to keep on doing what we can to get to those goals and hopefully complete this chapter of the game. So without further ado, let's head back to the career and back to the UK. Looks like it's time to try out the new aircraft, the private jet. This 4-seater plane is extremely fast, but it can only stop at 2 destinations before returning. Yeah, we get it. But this plane is 24 grand, and I only have 2 jets. So, let's see. I have 10 grand so far. So I could expand a bit more, but I don't think I actually hired any new employees. I think it's time to actually add some new ones. So let's see. Let's get Victoria for gate attendant. Let's get Michelle for ticketing. Let's get Leroy for customer service. And Coupe for docking. So we have about 6 grand a month for these employees, but it should help us out a little bit. Now that August has also appeared on the map, people are going to be wanting to travel to Southampton to go to the beaches. So we might as well take this opportunity to service the public in this fashion. Let's see. First of all, Norwich to here, Birmingham to here, Bristol to here, and let's see. Gotta make sure that every city in the area is being served by one of these planes. Alright, let's see. Well, I want to serve Ireland a bit better, so... Alright, with that taken care of, let's see on how things will go with our plane setups. Okay, let's just use the same existing route. People arrive at the airport to catch their planes. We just have to wait for their respected planes to arrive. But there are a lot of people going to Southampton this month for the beaches. Especially high up in Aberdeen. Oh. Crud. Well, I thought I was not going to get that again, but we have to do it again. Okay, let's just get the same employees again. And just try to see if we can get through this month. Okay, so let's see. Do that. Set a plane up with this route. Do this. And let's see. Oh, just out of the reach. Okay, so we're not gonna get that money bonus, but I have to make sure every passenger on the map is being picked up. Because if I don't pick them up, they're eventually going to get angry, and they are literally gonna make me do the same month again. So I'm gonna use same existing routes. Oh, shoot! That's a lot of angry people. Why are they so irate? Gosh! What did I do to deserve this? Well, at least they're getting on their planes now. Hopefully they will be okay. Let's see, I feel like the longer you go in the game, I think the badder your passengers will get. Or in short, the longer you take to complete the goals, the faster passengers get more and more angry. And eventually they'll just fully snap, and then you have to consistently restart the mission, the month over and over. Well, we got a money cloud at least, but we still have to make sure that every passenger is happy. If they're not, they're going to freak out. And believe me, we already suffered that already in Colorado. We cannot have it again here in London, in the UK region. Okay. Some of these planes will take some of the passengers out. Let's see. There's so many people wanting to go to their respective destinations on these planes. I think we might have to actually increase our fleet. Okay, here comes the next one. Let's use existing flight. And hopefully get some passengers onto this one. Let's see. If I could just keep them happy for as long as possible. Alright, good. Final boarding. No more passengers are spawning on the map, so I can easily now get them all delivered to their final destinations, if I'm lucky. But I think I might have to start really adding more airplanes to my fleet. Because there's so many of them, not everybody is able to get to, well, their respective destinations. And that passenger was heading... Oh! 3 of those passengers are not happy, but... At least, however, some of the passengers are happy to be at the airport, I guess. Okay, we couldn't get everybody served, but at least, however, we got through the month. But, that was just horrible. Not to mention... Let's see, we can carry 8. So, I think we'll sell this off. Buy this. Okay, helicopter is different from any plane. To dock and just break the empty gate plus the age symbol. The helicopter does not have a return home after. Look at the age under a destination. Grab the helicopter later. Helicopter arrives to airport to host helicopter. What is that? I have no idea where it'll go. Well, at least we got the helicopter now. It still has the same capacity as the other jets, but I think this helicopter will be very helpful. So, it will just serve the region around here. And that's all. Oh, speaking of, I probably might just... Let's see. Do that. Use existing. Oh! The Highland Games are going on right now in Aberdeen. So there's going to be a lot of people wanting to go up there now. Okay, so at least the helicopter itself is going to keep the areas around London occupied, while the planes just take care of the heavy passenger traffic up to Aberdeen. passengers around happy and just make sure they don't freak out. Speed boost, that is good. We'll just head up straight up to Aberdeen on this flight. Okay, we got some passengers dropped off and the helicopter's just returned. Just gonna use this and use this. Passengers for Bristol will now board the helicopter, while passengers for Aberdeen and other destinations will board the jet. These transfer operations are a little time-consuming, but at least will allow more people to travel to their respective destination. Let's see. Okay, Birmingham. Well, Aberdeen, Isle of Man. They'll have to wait for the jet from Aberdeen to come back. Let's see. Helicopters returned. We'll just use existing. And just use this. And just plan for this one. Final warning. It's the end of the month. Let's see. We got the Lone Ranger, but we need to get the 12-seater plane and the private jet. That, along with unlocking the rest of the destinations on the map. Right, let's see. Let's get those passengers on board their plane. Let's see. Only London passengers, that's good. And it's heading for Belfast on this one, so I'll just send a special plane up there. And surprisingly, this helicopter could go to a lot of locations, but it has a limit range, though. Let's see. I believe that's practically it. Oh, there's some out for Southampton. 135, that's still good. So we got 3,000 in the bank. Let's see. Well, now that we have the cash, we can now buy the private jet. The jet is a very fast plane, can only go to 2 destinations before coming back. That is totally fine. But now we need to start really earning more cash. But with the new private jet, I can probably just set it up for some particular routes. Like it can go from London to Aberdeen and then to Belfast. It will be specifically for, well, oh man, that plane is fast! That's like Concorde speed right there. I might be able to use that to get particular money bonuses if I'm lucky. Like that! Let's see. Might as well use this plane to practically pick up all the passengers before the bigger planes do. Let's see. We got some passengers for Bristol. But we're gonna probably just use this route again. Let's see. Set the helicopter up, set this jet up, and set this jet up. Oh, that passenger's not happy. And neither is that one. No! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That passenger is going to freak out before it will land. Okay, let's see. Maybe? I don't know. Hopefully not. waiting for their flight. Gotta bring the private jet back in. Use existing route. Use this helicopter. And use this plane. I'll have to start running this plane. One of these planes is not doing its flight plan properly. Oh, it's that one. It's going up to Belfast. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna serve the Irish area. Belfast, Cork, to Bristol, Isle of Man, then back to Cork, and back up to Belfast. Let's see, any other passengers on the map that need to be calmed down before they lose their mind? Okay, final boarding. Let's get this done. Use existing. And use existing. And use existing. Okay, Norwich and Newcastle for this one. Let's see. Okay. We got Bristol, we got Belfast, let's see, Birmingham, Belfast, Bristol, Newcastle. Failures. Not great. But we do have 14 grand in the bank, so we could buy another jet. Though we could also get ourselves the 777 for 6,000 more. Actually, let's just buy this. Alright, 12-seater plane has been acquired. All we just have left is the 170 passengers delivered and the 14 destinations unlocked. So, okay, let's see. This plane will just serve the belt and serve the Ireland region. And it's a good too, Guy Fawkes Day is happening right now, and I need to make sure there's a plane capable of handling it. Then I need a plane to service all these cities. And do the same for this. Belfast, and then up to Aberdeen, and use the helicopter to service the cities around London. Okay, looks like we're doing pretty good so far. Guy Fawkes Day is, well, bringing in all the traffic we need to make this day a little bit more profitable than it really should be. Thankfully, this plane is on its way to Bristol in the opposite direction. Fortunately, passengers can board this plane bound for Bristol. Let's see. Use existing. Okay, helicopter's landing. Use existing. Let's see. Set the helicopter, use existing route, and use existing route. Alright. Cash bonus, which is good. Let's see. We got another plane bound for Bristol with so many passengers bound for that destination. private jet. Same for this one to service the Ireland region. And those passengers from Southampton are not looking too cheerful. But if they're grouped together, it should be a little less calm. It will be a little bit more calm. Another cash bonus, that is good to hear. We'll send the helicopter out, we'll send the jet, and send the bigger jet out. Send the plane out. Let's see. Alright. We'll send a special plane to Belfast. And now that there are no more passengers spawning on the map, it should be a little bit more easier. Let's see. I'm gonna set this plane up. Set this plane up and this plane up. Helicopters are dropping them off. Okay, Aberdeen and Cork. Use existing on this one. And that should practically be it for passengers, hopefully. Even though the helicopter is the slowest plane in the game, it should at least try to get most of the passengers dropped off. Let's see. How many passengers did we not successfully deliver? About 3. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Alright, we got 21 grand. We could start expanding heavily again. But I could also buy another 777, which I think I'll probably do. And with that being said, I think we have reached a pretty good ending point for today's episode. So, if you had enjoyed this episode of my Let's Play of Now Boarding, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Texas Gaming Industries for new video uploads every Friday or Saturday, depending on my outside schedule. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!